Now, a party election broadcast by the UK Independence Party.
Look, just before you turn over, can I ask for your attention? My name is Frank Maloney, and I will be standing for the UK Independence Party in this coming general election. I understand how we're all fed up with politicians. It seems to be one rule for them and one rule for us. I believe it's time for some straight talking, and that's what UKIP is all about. So, like me, if you agree that we need to get out of the European Union, freeze immigration, protect jobs, and make sure the NHS and our education system are not stretched to breaking point, keep listening.
I'm Malcolm Pearson, and I'm the leader of UKIP. We believe that the British people are very unhappy with our membership of the European Union, and that the majority wanted a referendum. UKIP has, at the heart of our extensive manifesto, the key aim of ending Britain's membership of the EU. Britain would maintain a free trade agreement with Europe to protect industry and jobs, but it's time to regain our essential freedoms. Britain needs to be free to invest our taxpayers' money where it is most needed, whether that be to save our post offices or our car plants and negotiate our own trade deals. Britain is a global power, and yet we have only 9% of the EU votes which control our lives. Our membership of the EU costs us at least £45 million every day. We have been subjected to a financial crisis on a global scale, and yet our government continues to give away taxpayers' money to spend outside our country. UKIP will give the power back to the people, elected by you to serve you, nationally and locally. We need to be free once more to put Britain's interests first.
I'm struggling to find work to support my family when my town is flooded with immigrants.
A few years ago, we gave away control of our borders by saying to anybody within the European Union, if you want to come and live and work in Britain, you can. And now 5,000 extra people a week settle in this country. What UKIP is saying is we need to take back control of our borders, and we need to have a 5-year freeze on permanent settlement in this country.
I want to know that the streets in my town are safe.
We've gone soft in the head. We seem to care more about criminals than we care about the victims. It's time we got tough. A life sentence should mean life, and we need to build more prisons to protect us from these people.
I want to know where my tax money is going. The regulations are really confusing.
We want a mass simplification of the tax system with a simple flat rate tax. And we want to take the 4 million lowest paid workers out of the tax system altogether by raising the level at which you start paying tax to £11,500 a year. We want to scrap inheritance tax. You've already paid tax on that money. Why should your children be left with a huge bill when you die?
Only I know what's right for my children. Why should other people dictate which school they go to?
UKIP believes in extending parental choice, and we believe in selective education so that children from the poorest backgrounds can reach the very top. But we don't need to send everyone on to university, and we should be encouraging more of our youngsters to learn trades and learn skills.
I work in a sector which has had a lot of redundancies recently, and I just want to know that my job is safe.
Most new jobs in Britain are created by small and medium-sized businesses, but they're all bound up in EU regulations and red tape. UKIP want to free them of that burden, and UKIP want to get rid of employers' national insurance, which is a tax on jobs. Let's get some growth back into our economy.
The thought that my children and my grandchildren will be paying taxes to repay the debts caused by the bad decisions of the banks and this government makes me furious.
Nobody in this election is facing up to the truth. We are in deep financial crisis, and we need to cut back the public sector by about £50 billion in year one, and we can do so by getting rid of wasteful government excess.
If I vote UKIP, how will your representatives influence policy?
UKIP believes in straight talking. Patriotism is not a dirty word. We want to put Britain and the British people first. By voting for us, you send a message to our political establishment that you're not happy with them. UKIP in Westminster will stand up and fight for you. Vote for the United Kingdom. Vote UKIP.